Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Boston College Eagles and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong. The Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Back to you.
Holly, oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot this game any better than to take the opening kickoff. To the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Boston College Eagles offense will get the football first. They'll be led on offense by Grayson Wilson. He was right on target in their victory last time out. Better than 70% completion rate and more than 350 yards.
Hey, Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. But a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Wilson to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Got to make the play on fourth. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. So Appalachian State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We have a look at Nathan Laycock, who could have a big-time role in this one. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as is good.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Second down, gonna throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Keep it on the ground. They make the stop. Give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking for space. It's Lewis. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From deep, it's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wilson will throw. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
He's past the sticks. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside, it's Lewis. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the back. Turns up, it's Lewis. Still running at the 35. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. And off to Jones. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Berry. Under pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take. And move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. Taken down right away. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Second and long here. On play action. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Boston College wants to play fast. From the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The give to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Making the adjustment. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Hits inside, it's Lewis. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the toss.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Moves the pocket. It's Sperry. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Lots of running room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. BC uses a timeout here. It's 2nd of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. The run inside. It's Lewis. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Touchdown, App State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Deep in the end zone, it's Addison. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
finds his target. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Got his man on the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Boston College right back to the line. Wants to go up top on second down. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wilson to pass. Throwing right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Boston College will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lewis. Powers through the defender. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Drops back on first down. Look out! Trying to get away. At midfield, he's got room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Berry. Unloads it left. Got his man. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Rush is on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Mountaineers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Driving forward, it's Lewis. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the...
Touchdown, App State! And the route is on. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Cuts it upfield. It's Marshall. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Punt is in the air. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw. It's Sperry. Finds his target down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensively. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last 2 plays by this defense, stopping the passing attack and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He wants it all, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll be stopped, but not before. Football, and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Barry. Got it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Lewis. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Draw play, it's Lewis. Down he goes.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Hits the hole. It's Lewis.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. Quick catch. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Handoff to the lone back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Hauls it in. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Boston College will send out the punt team. Trying to get started. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. What a feeling this has to be, David. Complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Smith's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Who Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Out wide left, it's Smith. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it out. It's Addison. Rams him with the stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sells to fake. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Line gets set, first down.